I watched that movie Subservient with.
I saw a little bit of it
it's
too.
Wild.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd want that.
Who's in there?
Megan Fox.
Megan Fox.
Oh,
Yeah, because it's on Netflix, and I'm pretty sure because of Mr. Skin's list, it's like in the top 10 movies of this month right now.
Well, that Ex Machina, or however you say it, whatever, that's wild.
I didn't see that.
Oh, man, that's wild.
Yeah.
Because it's super sexy robots, too.
Well, that's a Megan Fox.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you're like, oh, it's been out for a while. I don't want to spoil it, but there's some stuff. And that's one of those great ones. What would you do in this situation,
Yeah, what if they make robots you could have sex with, and they're also, like, give you medical reports? Like, you put
By your...
Yeah, by your injection. So like after it's done, after you're done, you get a full report, and you go, how was it? And it goes, Michael, you lasted 7 minutes and 32 seconds. That's 20 seconds longer than the last time. Like, give you a report. Or what if they're like, how was it? Like, Michael, unfortunately, you have AIDS. And they're just really, really straightforward.
Well, they can tell, like, because of your sample, you're dehydrated.
It's 98% likely you have AIDS.
In that Subservient movie, she basically does that. She grabs his neck. She's like, your heart rate is this. Your pulse is high, and your blood pressure is. She's like, I can take care of that for you. And, and then
let me help you.
Yeah, let me help you. And he hooks up with the robot, which is in the trailer. So that's not a spoiler.
So we should watch the movie Subservient. That's what you're saying.
It's not very good. But it's kind of, I don't know.
How do you get through movies? Like my wife, if I don't really want to go see it, there's no way I'm watching it. My wife will go, you want to watch a movie? And I'll go, sure, because I know in 15 minutes I'm going to sleep. There's no way I'm sitting here watching Subservient.
Sometimes I like that one. I kind of skipped around. When it got boring, I just skipped ahead a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's how you do it.
Because Megan Fox is super hot, of course. Right. The main guy, like the actors are not great. They're kind of B-list actors that I've never even heard of. Like, it's a cheap kind of horror flick type thing.
Dude, imagine calling your friends and be like, I got a gig to do a movie, and they're going to pay me $25,000. And most of the movie is Megan Fox grinding on top of it. Oh, my God.
His wife is in the hospital because she needs a heart transplant. So she's dying unless she has a heart transplant.
He bangs a robot.
And so they get the robot to help with like the hot, the chores around the house and stuff.
Right.
All the chores.
Yeah. And then at one point she, he's really stressed out because his wife's dying. She doesn't get the transplant. And then,
So, but like, that's not really cheating, right? Because it's a robot?
I don't know.
Is it Carmen?
Why are you asking me? I'm asking you guys.
If you came home and Chad was banging a robot, would you be mad at him?
Ooh, did I know about the robot?
Yes.
Did I know he bought the robot?
Yes, you know the robot's been in your house as a helper for months.
Okay. Ooh, I feel a little betrayed, I think, but I don't know.
Would you watch him bang the robot?
I will tell you this. After they do have sex, he says, well, it was a mistake because sex is about making the other person happy. And the robot says, do you want to make me happy?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
And
so she's catching feelings. So that's not a robot.
No. The robot was not catching feelings. The robot was just saying, if that's what you want, I can do this.
Her entire protocol is to make him happy no matter what.
And if making her happy makes him happy.
Then it falls in line with
what is that?
Protocol.
Yeah, so
that's a slippery slope, man.
He even says it's a robot, and she's like, she has a face, and
it's more cyborg and artificial intelligence, where it's just robot. It's like beep bop,
right?
Pull
like
thing,
And the wife,
because like I was gonna say, like a fleshlight or something. That's kind of robotic.
You're not
you know what I mean?
Happy.
Yeah.
But there's no face. There's no emotion. There's no talking.
Yeah.
He has a face.
Yeah, so I don't. Ooh, that's weird.
So and also, if you're gonna have a robot who's dumb enough to make it look like Megan Fox, everybody's gonna want to bang it.
Yeah, because the Megan Fox is probably 50 times more attractive than this wife.
And why would they make it come with a fully functional vagina?
Yeah.
This has been equipped with 3 holes.
Technology moves fast, man.
Yeah.
Carmen, what if you had a Dwayne Wade robot?
Oh.
Yeah.
Does it make that noise?
Breaking the bed once a week.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be a problem, man. Or worse, Carmen. How about this? Instead of the robot looking like Megan Fox, it looked like Mrs. Garrett from Facts of Life.
Still bang it.
But still bang it.
Yeah.
Would that be better if Chad was banging Mrs. Garrett?
Well, see, I was thinking about it like this way, because like Chad and I aren't rich, so we'd have to have one sex robot. You know what I mean?
For
like,
the both of you?
Right. Mike, you're rich. You and your wife each get a sex robot. Do you have a sex robot closet where they stay?
Yeah. Yeah, like when you're done with it, it's like a Roomba. It just goes back to its charging station.
Yeah.
I got some bad news for you. If you guys only have one robot, Carmen, not bad news for you, bad news for Chad. It's going to be Dwayne Wade, and Chad's just going to have to do butt stuff.
Yeah.
Well, no. Listen.
Bad news for Chad, right?
Right.
No, because we would go girl because you could add an attachment to the girl.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a robot.
It's a robot, Calvin.
I didn't know.
There's
Yeah.
plenty of accessories.
Yeah.
Did you
Yeah.
ever get a vacuum cleaner? It comes with all those sticks you never use.
Oh, I don't know what they can afford.
No.
Yeah, so see, I'm a good girlfriend. I would go girl robot for him.
So you'd have
Get an
trans
attachment.
robot. You'd have
Yes.
trans robot.
Yeah.
Trans
You'd get
ro-
the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
This is the robot in my house. My wife is great. We'd have the Megan Fox robot, and then one day my wife would look at the Megan Fox robot and go, "Hi, can I ask you a question? Do you want to go to the mall?" And the robot's like, "I'd love to go to the mall. They're out of here.
Yeah.
It'd be the best life ever."
Also, can I ask you a question? How much does he bang you when I'm not here?
Yeah.
I don't think my
All
wife
the
would
time.
care. I think my wife would be like, "So he tries to bang me less and you more, and you're not real." I think she could live with that.
I think any female, if you're banging something else, anything else,
Yeah.
they're going to be bad.
Now, what about you guys, though? Your wife gets a dude robot, and they're banging the dude robot more than you.
No.
Are you
Yeah,
mad?
I don't like that. Yeah, there's no
See?
dude robots in my house.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, because the intimacy between you two goes, basically.
So at one point in the movie, he feels so guilty that he's hooking up with the robot that he doesn't want to hook up with the robot anymore. So then the robot goes, "I can take care of that." And she blindfolds him, and then she changes her voice to his wife's voice. And he's talking in his ear as the wife.
That's pretty hot.
Yeah, she's like, "Oh, you're guilty. I can tell you do not like this. Let me try." And she changes her voice.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have
Does
to
he
watch
do
this
it that
stupid
way?
movie.
Yeah, he does that.
Yes, he does.
He still doesn't.
He still does it.
What a scumbag.
But he feels all guilty. He's like, "No, we can't do this. We can't do this." She's like, "No."
Oh,
And she's
feels
like,
real guilty.
"Yeah." So since she's a robot, she can accommodate him, and she changes her voice to his
That's
wife.
pretty good.
Does
Yeah.
she change her to match his wife's?
Well,
Yeah, I don't know.
Gets real sloppy.
It seems like maybe she does, but they don't really. They portray it as if it's that
Yeah,
girl.
in the
So
movie, it
he
cuts-
perceives it as her,
Yeah.
as the wife.
So do they? This would be great. She's like, "I know what you really like," and she blindfolds him, and they start doing it, and she's got like Ed Asner's voice. How's that going, Ralph?
Yeah.
You like that?
Or if you're like, do you remember my wife's friend you met the other day? Do her voice.
Yeah.
Holy cow, man!
You know
I
my
can't
wife's
wait.
sister?
I can't wait for robots. I hope I'm not too old for robots.
I think we are probably.
I saw a meme the other day. It was a timeline of where we're at, and where it showed you all the 2001 Space Odyssey and Planet of the Apes and all the movies from the future and what years they were supposed to take place.
Oh, yeah.
And we're at 2022 or 24 rather. We're pretty much in the middle of like nobody's really making movies beyond that.
Right.
Dune was the furthest one out, and nobody really knew what year that was. So who knows? I would love that. I would love to even not have a sex robot. Like even if I had a robot and it was a man robot with no parts, like a Ken doll, I would still love to have a robot around the house
Why?
to do stuff. Just to do stuff that I don't want to do.
No.
And I like to be mean to people. Like I could never. Like I
You
don't.
are.
No,
That's
I'm
your
not. mean-
job.
I'm not
By
mean
the
to
way,
Joe.
you're just start banging Joe.
No,
That's
no. Joe, can you change your voice to sound like my wife? That would be perfect. I tell Pete
Say
all the
coffee.
time. If Pete was just a little bit cuter, boy, we'd have the best relationship
He'd be in
ever.
trouble.
Yeah.